Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing my Surgitel Loupes. So when I first graduated from hygiene school back in 2011, there were really only like one company I feel like that came out to talk to us about loupes, and Surgitel was one of them. And I was very naive. I only cared about the color. I didn't care anything about the lights or the loupes itself, nothing like that. I cared about what color my loupes were. And I wanted the hot pink frames, so I bought the Oakley hot pink frames, and there really wasn't as many options as there are today. There were no Ergo Prism loupes. There was nothing like that. So I bought my loupes back in 2010, and they lasted me 10 years. So I really do like the Surgitel brand. Honestly, with all the different brands out there right now, I don't know necessarily if I would have went with Surgitel if it weren't for the fact that I traded in my old loupes for a new pair, and they gave me like $1,500 off. So instead of being like $3,500, I only paid $2,000 for my loupes with a light. So these are my new loupes that I got. Like I said, I do have a light on them. I would never ever again buy loupes without a light. I did get the Oakley frames again. I like kind of the sportier looking frames. I like the way they sit on my nose, and I like the nose piece in them. I did upgrade my magnification to a 4.0. I did have a 3.0, but when I decided to invest in new loupes, I decided that, hey, listen, I'm going to spend the money and get a little bit better magnification. I'm not getting any younger. My eyesight's not magically getting any better. So a more magnification would probably be a good option for me. So that's what I decided to do. But I really like them. I like that it has like a little thing on the side here for the cord. It keeps it from like falling down. I also have a little, whatever you want to call, like a clip here that you can clip kind of to like the back of you to keep it from like falling over your shoulder. And then the battery pack. At some point, I probably will invest in getting another battery pack. The port of this, like this little port thing here, has actually gone a few times because there is like a little connector here where it connects to your actual light, like your actual loupes, and then the other end connects to your battery pack. That cord did go once, but my rep actually gave me a new one for free because he was like, they're gonna charge you like $75, and I think I have a couple in my bag, so here you go, have a new one. But that did go, and honestly, these loupes are only like 3 years old, so I was kind of salty that they went so quickly. But I get it, you know, you're ripping it out, it's getting moved around, like I can see how it can easily go, but for 3 years, it sounds a little sketchy to me. But in the end, I am very, very happy that I purchased the light, because if you followed any of my other YouTube videos, you'll see the importance of why you need a light for your loupes and why I think it's so important. I do really love the fact that it has the little curing light thing on it. That is really great for when I'm doing sealants. All I gotta do is just flip the little light and then I'm able to see. I like that they're easily cleanable. I do like how they fit on my face. They're not bulky. They're not heavy. I don't notice this part being heavy on me. I do feel like their light is kind of very ergonomic, but at the same time, I've never had a pair of loupes that didn't have a light. Well, I've never had a pair of loupes that had like a touchless light on them. I've only had loupes that didn't have a light on it at all. And those ones, I did notice, I guess, a little bit of difference in the weight, but not enough to justify like not having a light on my loupes. And I also like that it has the string, the drawstring, although at some point I'll probably trade it out for like a cool one, like a hot pink one or something fun like that. But I like that it comes off so you can take it off. And I also like that it has the grippy side so it doesn't slide off your ears. So when you go to put your loupes on, sometimes my old ones didn't have the grippies on it. And I feel like this perfectly grips the side of my scrub caps so that it doesn't fall down. Like when I'm looking down, sometimes they'll like fall down, my old ones, which I was worried about with the light being just ever so slightly heavier. But the grippies does really help hold the lights on, hold it onto my head a lot better. So overall, I like the Surgitel brand. Like I said, my first pair lasted me 10 years, and you know they're an investment, so you want them to last as long as possible. The frames did break on them maybe around like year 8, and I bought a new frame, and the frame only lasted me like 2 years, so it wasn't as good of a frame as my Oakley frames. But when I was able to upgrade them because they were just kaput, I was like, all right, I'm done. And they were offering this special, so I decided to get my new ones. I'm hoping these ones last me another 10 years. So that's my review on my Surgitel Loupes. I will say their customer service is really great. They are really great about responding to you. My rep was great, but I think that varies by rep too, so I wouldn't necessarily judge that. But overall, I'm very satisfied with my Surgitel Loupes. Now, like I said, I am getting a pair of Ergo Prism Loupes here soon. They should be in the mail any day now. And I'll be doing a review on them, so stay tuned for that. Bye, guys.